So now, as you can see, nothing happened after we passed in the Bobo's Mac script. So what is the problem? The problem is all your fragments are named object 01 and to object 127. So the prefix is object. So we are not going to go back to particle flow bus script and click on this edit script. As you can see, Bobo's original script is global chunk array. The prefix is box. So you have to change this box into object. This will convert all your object into particle. So as you can see now, it changed color, but let's add speed to see the effect. We can change the speed to random 3D and play it. As you can see now, all our fragments now turn into particle. Okay, so the next thing is to create a collision object that will change the speed and the explore effect of those fragments. So let's delete this speed operator. So we need to bullet collide with this. So bullet. So let's go to force deflector, and we are going to use sphere deflector. Okay, and sphere deflector, and click and drag to a proper size, because we are going to create animation. We can move our time slider and turn on auto key and move this deflector over here, so we can make a very simple animation. In the perspective view, make sure that our deflector actually penetrate through this sphere, this egg. Okay, so the next thing to do is let our particle flow go to particle view, and we are going to add a collision operator to it, and go ahead and select its deflector we just created, and we can now select this display operator, make a copy and paste over here, and we are going to add a speed operator to it and make it random 3D. Now we can connect this collision operator to the event 02. So what this for? First, create a egg fragment from the fragment geometry and display as the geometry, and collide with the S deflector. Once they collide, they randomly they run away in a random fashion. So let's play this animation to see the effect. Okay. So there's two problem. it's not looks very real because there's no gravity. And secondly, as you can see, our original egg fragments still there. So we have to hide them because we don't need them right now. So select those objects and hide selection. Okay. So let's create a gravity. And select our particle flow and add a force operator to the event 2, and we are going to add this gravity and play it. As you can see now, all the egg fragments falling down after they collide with the sphere operator. Okay, you can fine-tune your gravity strength if you want. You can elaborate this particle flow. For example, you can add a rotation operator to it, so the fragment will rotate when it's traveling. And you can add a spin operator. So the more effect you are adding, the more realistic result you will get. So that's the basic concept of making this. And as you notice, there's a problem. The shell have no thickness. That's because our original fragments, they are no thickness either. So you can, if you want, you can select all this fragment and apply a shell modifier to it. And this will give it its thickness of your egg fragments. The next thing we're going to do is create a fluid coming out of this egg. Fluid actually it's quite simple. We can go to particle and create a super spray. Okay, in the front viewport, sorry, go away. Sorry, let's hide those pieces because there's too much stuff here. You can see. Okay, so select this super spray up here and move it to roughly here. Okay, and now we can change its spray and off-brand spray and play the animation and set the percentage of particle to 100. And obviously there's too much particle, you can reduce the rate. Okay, so this is basically the fluid source. It's by using a super spray. But how can we convert those particles into a fluid? we are going to use Glue 3D. I'm going to use Glue 3D. Go to Glue 3D purging system, and we are going to use this P wrapper. And P wrapper is essentially the same as Max 3ds Max blob mesh. However, the Glue 3D purging system P wrapper is much more optimized. So let's create this P wrapper and P wrapper, and let's select a P wrapper. Sorry, P wrapper here. Select it. Okay. So now we can go to modifier and pick particle object. So let's pick this one. Yeah, as you can see now, our particle turn into this fluid mesh. You can play with this drop size or shrinkage or melt force to get your desired effect. Okay, and you might ask, this is the fluid coming out of the egg. How does it combine or merge with this one? The way to do it is to create another sphere. Let's create another simple sphere over here. So that's the egg inside. And we are going to create another particle flow. So particle system, particle source, and particle flow. So we are going to create a particle flow, but change its position icon to position object, and select the sphere you just created. Sphere. And the speed, delete. Rotation, delete. You can even reduce the number to, you mean start and stop to 0, and amount maybe to only 100. And the position icon, please set it to location to a volume, so those particles will fill in the sphere. So now that we have this sphere, the particle inside this sphere, we can now select our P wrapper. Select our P wrapper, and we not only have only one super spray particle source, we can now add another one. So let's add PF source. As you can see now, those two particle systems are now merged into one single fluid mesh. Sorry, let's hide this sphere to make it clear. Hide this. Oops. Yeah, as you can see now, fluid. Sorry. enhance the number of particles, so it will more like sphere. 300. Turn off this. 5. Okay. I hope you get the idea. So now we have a two particle, one particle inside of the egg. This is created by particle flow position object, and another one is super spray. And we combine these two particles with P wrapper, and P wrapper select this super spray and the PF source 2 and convert it to a single mesh, single fluid mesh. So that's how I do. So that's how I create the fluid. You can make it more complicated by adding a gravity to your particle. It will looks more real. So finally, we are going to set the material for each object. First of all, material for the egg white. It is very simple. I use a final render glass material. I don't even change the IOR. And scrolling down, because the background is black, so I set the environment as HDRI map. I use this HDRI map for the reflection and refraction of our egg white. Because egg white is yellowish, so I change the absorption for color to yellow. So that's for material for the yellow, for the egg white. And I create egg yolk inside of this egg. Over here, it's very simple. It's a sphere plus FFD modifier. So for the material for the egg yolk, also quite simple. I use final shader wet material. As you can see, I only changed the diffuse color to orange color, and somehow I changed the wet reflection color to not so bluish as default setting. So that's for the egg yolk. For the eggshell itself, I use the final render advanced material, and the color is white, and I apply a bound map. I apply a noise bound map to it, as you can see here. Yeah, that's for the egg. It's quite simple. And for the bullet, I use final render metal material and change the color to yellow brown color, and reduce the reflection to about value of 141, reflectivity to about 20. Also, I add HDRI in the environment, a noise bound map. So I have this material for my bullet. And what else? Yeah. So set up for the final render. I use final render stage 1. Check the global illumination bounce to 5, and adaptive Cosmo Monte Carlo preset to low. Skylight, I use I use physical sky, but not show the physical sky in the background. The background color I use a black color. And the important thing is, because the actual is color is white, it is tend to overexpose of your egg material. So better add in a final render color mapping exposure control. You can adjust its gain and gamma. So that's it. Thank you for watching this video tutorial, and bye bye.